Oh, I fucked the frame up.
Fucked it up.
No,
I
remember the old school you had. I was like, man, look, that's dope old school you had.
I sold that shit, man. I was like,
because it's my dream. I want an old school. I want an old school Cutlass or old school Chevelle.
Good luck.
Yeah.
They hard to find.
They ain't hard to find.
They ain't hard to find. They're going to pay for that shit. Yeah, I'm going to pay for that shit. I'm going to pay for that shit. Yeah.
Shit, really got. Shit, he got about 6 of them.
Really?
Got a whole bunch of old
schools. Yeah, that's his thing.
That's his thing.
Old schools. Yeah, man. Because we grew up in that era. Like, remember go to Pete. Pete had the old school
with the pretty hair.
Yeah, he used to have that old school.
Wait, I ain't seen the convertible. I ain't seen him in a minute.
He was dope boy. He was one of the dope boys.
He don't know. He don't know where nobody at.
Yeah, I remember Pete having that old school, the old school Impalas, the big Impalas, the convertible one, and he had that old school Impala with the convertible. I remember that shit.
See, you don't remember goddamn Sweet was about to run through Pete ass?
Well, Sweet was gonna fuck with everybody because he didn't give a fuck. He
gonna run through Pete and a couple other motherfuckers.
Yeah, Sweet was about that business.
No,
that's what he was. Yeah,
he got them do his thing. Yeah.
Unsolicited opinions. Ooh, I love those. Come on, nigga, let's go. I've been waiting.
Yeah. Speaking of Burdette, y'all wasn't there at the fight.
No, he called us up there tonight. Hey, you better call that. Sweet was like, yo, we got to fight up at Burdette, and then we all, me, him, and Dre, that we all like. It was like the Mount Up, nigga. We all rolled up to Burdette that one day.
But Sweet was already up because that was the night I swung on Alfred because they broke in my car when we was at the game. So some of Alfred's friends, they had broke into our cars, Rock car, my car.
I remember that. I remember Sweet calling us up there. It was
we was on Old National at Frozen, something like that. Whatever it was up there. And I asked him about it and shit, and he was like, "Man, whatever." They like, "Man, Luke ain't gonna do shit." I took that motherfucking class ring, put that bitch on my index finger.
Yeah,
swung on his ass, and that's when we took it to.
Burdette, like Burdette was a meeting spot for fights. Like,
and Burdette.
What street is that? Is Burdette Street, right? Like by the church, by the old church, by the
Burdette Road.
Street. Yeah, it's Burdette Road.
It's Burdette Road. It used to be across from MD College.
Yeah.
But it's an elementary school there.
Yeah, everybody was like, "It's meet at Burdette."
So what happened was, Alfred bit me in my face. We were fighting. Alfred done bit me in my goddamn face. We fighting. So somehow we like broke up or whatever. They separated for a second. So Alfred's cousin grabs a gun. So Sweet grabs a gun, points it at him and say, "Look, you fuck with my boy, you gonna leave here today." I said, I guess we're gonna keep fighting this. I said,
we was about that gunplay back there. We about that gunplay.
I said, that's my dude right there.
Yeah, we about that gun.
I said, that's my guy right there.
And that was the introduction to the gunplay to the Atlanta scene. Yeah.
Because we didn't do that shit.
Because we had guns, but we wasn't pulling them out all the time. We wasn't pulling them out all the time. We had them.
Nobody popping.
But we was going to like throw hands first. Hands was first.
Yeah.
Gunplay was second.
Yeah.
That's how it was back then. That's how it was.
Old National, Crystals.
I will say this. Sweet the only nigga I know that walked or ran towards niggas that shoot. He ain't give a fuck.
He ain't give a fuck, yeah.
You're right.
You shooting, that motherfucker still running
towards your gunfire. Gunfire.
Like he's some superhero or some shit.
At the end of the day, he was a motherfucking menace to society.
He was.
Him and goddamn Theron was.
Him and Theron, they was our next generation. Like we had our generation in Virginia. Sweet and Theron was the next generation of Virginia. Yeah, they was menaces.
And let me tell y'all this story.
All right, go ahead.
And this shit, I don't even know if y'all know this shit. It was Sean Patterson. I don't know if y'all.
I remember Sean. I still know Sean. Yeah.
And there's another motherfucker that was in my car. We was going to Crystals on Old National.
The spot.
And I'm going to tell you who it is. His name is Wayne Harnett.
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
He's in my car.
Right.
So we pull up the Old National. We didn't pull into the Crystals in the parking spot. We pulled next to
into that plaza over there. Yeah.
So it was like
with the hair spot.
Yeah. So we was like, man, we finna go to the Crystals. And I looked. I said, no, we not. It's like, why? For Noakes there.
Oh, I forgot about Pinocchio. I forgot about Pinocchio.
So Bone was like, well, my girl down there. I said, look, bro, all we got is I got 12 gauge and I got a pineapple hand grenade that I don't know.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work or not.
Oh, this shit gonna work or not. I know this shit gonna work or not.
Ask me where I got the pineapple hand grenade from.
Don't worry about it.
I got that shit from Jock. I said, look, man, I don't know if it's gonna work. But I said, man, you don't need to go down there. We outnumbered like hell. He's like, my girl down, I'm going down. I said, man, hey. I said, this car right here is leaving. I said, Sean, get in the car. I said, man, you coming? He said, no, I'm going down there with my girl out there. I said, all right. Goddamn, next day, that motherfucker came to school. He had that bloodshot in his eye because they done whooped his ass. For no got a hold of him.
Yeah.
No, I was there that night.
My first gun.
I was there that night. I was inside the Crystal, right?
Uh-huh.
They started jumping on him.
Who?
On Wayne.
Okay.
Right? Because it was me. We had. It was a couple.
Like we was deep. We was deep.
We weren't super deep, but it was enough that we could have helped him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the manager at Crystal locked the door. Right? He had like the double. He had the key lock
because he knew. Yeah.
Because he was like, "Ain't nobody coming in here. Y'all can't go out there." Right? Because when we saw, he was like, "Lock." And so when we tried to get to the door to even try to go out and potentially help him, we couldn't get out the door because they had locked the door. Yeah. So then Wayne was like, the next day, Wayne was like, man, y'all didn't even help me. We was like, nigga, we couldn't. We was locked in the Crystals.
And to be honest, man.
And then Sugar Bear let off that 357 and then cleared it out. And then the reason for Noakes was always so fucking deep.
I forgot about Pinocchio, man.
They had a fucking Pinocchio in Charlestown was pretty much the same thing, but I'm just saying they had a station wagon, nigga. They filled that bitch up.
In a van.
They had a van and a station wagon, nigga. Them niggas rode
deep.
We never rode deep. It was always like 4, 5, 6.
A couple cars, but we be together. We wasn't together.
It was never like that. Even when we had that party that time in Pine Tree, and Jock took off, and that's when Teresa Mesker got. Well, she got hit, or somebody got hit with the car and all that shit and all that. It was never that. Yeah. We was never.
I think Apple started fighting first. Saying, I remember that night at Pine Tree when it got Buckhead. Because I think Apple ended up fighting somebody. She had turned around a padlock, had it on her, and then Teresa got hit by the car because people were panicking trying to get out of there.
That's what people don't appreciate. Girls used to get down back in the high school days. Like in the high school days, like Ebony and them bitches, they used to throw hands.
Yeah, I watched Eb drag a girl out the driver's seat at Old National 6.
Like girls got
how did she even get? The girl was in the seatbelt.
Yeah,
and I don't know how she pulled her out the car. From the driver's seat and beat her ass.
Yeah, like girls had hands back then.
Like, girl, you in the car, hit the gas. Get the fuck out.
My girlfriend at one time wouldn't nobody talk to me. You know what my girlfriend was, right?
Who?
Tony Browning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nobody fucked with Tony. No, because she was a Browning. She was a Browning. Yeah.
First, nobody fuck with Tony just because it was Tony.
And Tony threw hands.
Yeah, she threw hands.
And then she ended up marrying another nigga that threw hands.
And she had Nick and Greg. Yeah, she had Nick and Greg. Yeah.
But she had to marry a motherfucker that threw hands.
Yeah, he threw hands too.
Yeah, all them threw hands.
So she, because she married Brian McCrae.
Yeah.
Oh,
matter of fact, I ran into her.
So you come from a family of hands.
If your kids don't throw hands, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with y'all. They throw hands. But throw hands.
Tony threw hands. Brian threw hands. This shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, they throw hands. Yeah. And that's the generation we grew up with.
Yeah, but
like this young generation, they want to throw pistols. We threw hands. Like we would get busy. Like, yo, you got a problem? Let's throw hands. But nowadays they want to clap off. They was like, we're gonna shoot. We'll shoot. No, we threw hands back in our generation. We threw hands. Like, yo, let's fight.
You have a couple of people that back in the day that shot.
Yeah, there's very few.
And I'm gonna say one guy. I'm not gonna say his name because he holds a He holds a strong position.
What was the dude? Scarborough. What's the dude?
He
the light skinned dude.
He light skinned.
They had the M16 that came in.
He light skinned and wore a black trench coat. I got a picture of him. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know you're talking about the dude that from Savannah. He's a major. He was the first person I saw with an M16. You know who I'm talking about? Virginia.
He used to carry a shotgun.
Oh, he was the first person I saw over Virginia.
And he used to ask you want me to shoot him? That's what he said. You want me to shoot him?
Well, we knew about old boy. His son died. Donnie Dorsey. Donnie Dorsey was
his brother, his older brother. He's with
College Park
Police. Yeah.
He's with College Park.
Yeah. But there was another dude that we grew up with at Point Ridge that had the hammer too. And that was the introduction to the gun game.
Now I remember Chop Chop had a goddamn AK.
Well, you know, Chop Chop name done changed. Y'all didn't know?
No, we don't know. Tell us story.
His real name is Dandy Lee, and now it's Dandela Lee.
Really?
Yeah. He did a little time and they broke him. Shit.
I didn't look say they broke him. They broke him. They broke him. What's his new name now, Luke? What's his new name?
I don't know. Chop up. I don't know.
Chopped up.
Like Lance.
Yeah. Lance.
I just saw Lance. I saw Lance.
I see Lance on the news every now and then. I'm like, this my.
But Lance was SWAT. He ain't SWAT in College Park. Though.
Is he?
Yeah. I thought he retired. Is he still with College Park? I know
I thought so because
he's a major.
I just got we working a case and he was on one of the cases.
So
he came by and dropped the card off.
I used to see him on the news. I was like, oh, this is obviously to my wife. That was my homeboy Lane. I know him. Yeah.
Because his dad used to open up the Boys and Girls Club.
Y'all remember when we shoot ball?
Yeah.
Brandon Hills.
No, off Cascade at the Boys Club.
Yeah. Well, you was with us, wasn't
it? I shot ball everywhere with y'all. We shot ball everywhere.
I do know that court was like a skating ring, nigga. Cause that court, you slide.
It used to be slippery than the motherfucker.
Like we used to shoot at Duncan Park, and then we used to shoot at the park your brother used to take us to. What's that park in the hood? Not Duncan, but the other little park we used to go shoot to. You know what I'm talking about? The one over there. Yeah.
It was off of.
We used to go to Duncan. We used to go to Peachtree City. I remember going to Peachtree City with
and then there's a park
but there was another park that Randall used to take us to.
Like off of Washington Road.
Yeah, way back over there.
Oh no, Cliftondale. You talking about
Cliftondale? Yeah, that was it. We used to go Cliftondale.
That's off Stonewall Tail.
And we could go shoot ball everywhere. Yeah.
If it was somewhere where we could shoot ball at, that's what
we was there.
That's
we was
there. You talking about Cliftondale?
We was
like we balled everywhere.
But that Boys and Girls Club, you tried to stop.
You just slide. You slide like a motherfucker, man. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, you couldn't even wear no new shoes.
Right, you be like, travel.
It's like they just sweep the floor.
Travel.
Yeah, you right. You traveling, nigga.
It's travel.
Lance's daddy was cool as fuck.
He was.
He was real cool. And I didn't even know that where his dad stayed at. I stayed damn near right down the street.
Well, Brandon Hills was that neighborhood that we kind of fuck with, but we didn't really fuck with.
No, but I mean, but to his point though, we had like Lance's daddy did an excellent job of trying to keep young people off the streets.
Off the streets, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't appreciate it then, and we didn't understand what he was doing. But Lance's daddy was doing his thing for the neighborhood,
for the community,
you know, like he was doing his thing.
He did,
and
and he got his son. He got his son in that shit. Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like we didn't appreciate it then. We were just like, yo, your daddy gonna open the gym. But looking back on it as we older,
looking back, do you remember all the places we used to go shoot ball at? Like all the places we used to shoot
anywhere
ball.
Anywhere we could,
and people like, y'all want to go shoot ball here, y'all shoot ball, and we would all show up. We would go shoot ball.
I got one for you.
Where?
You ready?
Go ahead.
KinderCare.
Hell yeah, we talked about that
shit. Nigga, like those was the most sturdiest rims in the history of basketball.
It was the rim.
It was the rim.
You get your head dunked on in a minute.
Like, we used to be hanging on that shit.
Damn, who would put that rim up? They need to give him a bonus.
like them niggas should be building the skyscrapers right there. We was hanging on them rims like nothing else.
And I was like, what are these little pre-K niggas gonna do with this rim? It don't even need to be this sturdy for them.
Like we started the dunk contest. I remember Luke Luke would always do his lean in. He'd do his lean in.
We just be doing different type of shit. Be like, man, goddamn. We're like, man, this goddamn goes all day.
Oh.
What's up, man?
Yeah, that's my dog.
That's my dog.
That's my dog. Go ahead, Luna. Go somewhere.
That shit used to be crazy, man. They goddamn candy care and shit.
And then we used to get ran off. We get ran off because we was black.
Like we got ran off. No, I mean you could say because we was black, but nigga, we was trespassing.
We was. It wasn't about black. We was trespassing.
It wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't. Now looking back on it, it's not about being black. It was. We was like these motherfuckers had. The only reason you could bring black in it is because we was black. We didn't have our own basketball courts, and we didn't have the amenities that we probably should have had.
Right.
So we had to infringe on other people's.
But looking back on it now, we're like, okay, these people trying to absorb their liabilities. They wasn't trying to get liabilities. Like we was a bunch of kids down there playing on their goals.
Yeah, if we got hurt,
got sued.
But we didn't look at it like that.
I understand it, but back then we was like, man, we just want to play basketball. We just balling.
Like, why y'all hating?
Why y'all hating? Yeah, why y'all hating on us? Why y'all hating on us?
You remember when we used to, remember how you come out of Old Nashville, bus a right? You remember the Plaza? Where like it was a pizza place and all that shit?
Oh, you talking about over there?
In the Plaza,
we used to go get pizzas right there. Yeah.
We used to go get slices of pizza.
Yeah. And the Mentos. You get the Mentos.
It might be me, B, and Kev or whatever. We get some slice of pizza.
We talk about the Plaza right there that was by the Shannon Billis.
Right by that.
Yeah.
There's a pizza place up there.
We used to get a pizza place up there. We used to go get slices.
I remember that.
And get Mentos.
But what happened to it? It didn't stay long. We used to walk over there and get pizza.
Pizza, everything. Yeah. And then it had the store. That store changed hands like 20 times. Like we used to go to that store. My sister still tells stories about how she used to steal from that store. That little store that was from right across from That's
what you're talking about. The one that became a bakery at some point.
You wasn't around. You were doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? You were doing President GTA whatever that shit was. You were doing the president type shit. We was out there just hanging out and shit and had nothing to do. We had nothing to do.
Right.
Shit.
Sorry I left y'all.
I know. Be like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Then you pop up with
college ass nigga.
Yeah. Then you pop up with that tan stanza and shit. Talking about y'all want to go hang out? Oh, fuck you,
man. Fuck you, man.
You know, shit be like, God damn. Man, it's like whatever.
We still in high school, nigga. You in college, nigga.
Everybody left me.
I was so jealous when Chris got that job at DuPont.
No,
that nigga was making, huh?
It was Glidden.
At Glidden. That nigga was making like $20 an hour. Like back then, that was like.
I was balling.
That was grown man money. Yeah, that was grown man money.
He was balling.
Yeah,
I was balling.
That was grown man money. That nigga was making like $20 an hour. It was in like 1980s. Yeah.
Because when did you leave? You left.
I left in 81. I left in 82. I went to the Army in 81.
You ain't even graduated at 82.
I graduated in 82. And I went
to the fuck you didn't.
How you gonna fucking tell me when I fucking graduated?
You graduated in 92, nigga. 82.
No, 92. I graduated in 92.
I was just about to say, I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I thought he was about to
graduate from middle school.
Some shit. I didn't know what he did.
Man, fuck both of y'all.
I graduated in New Jersey High. I graduated from New Jersey High.
I graduated in like 92, and I went to the Army.
You should have graduated in 91, though.
But when I remember Chris got that job at Glidden, and we was like, this nigga making like $15 an hour. Yeah, we was like, God, and back there was a lot of fucking money. That was a lot of money he was making.
Motherfuckers used to ask me, they said, what you gonna do? I'm like, shit, I don't know. I ain't going to college. I said, shit, I'm finna cut some hell, goddamn.
I was in the church shit. I was like, I got to go. Cause my parents trying to make me do Jesus, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Jesus. I gotta
Jesus
go.
Or the Army.
That's where I was. I was like, Jesus or the Army. I'm going to the Army.
Chris was gone. You were gone. No, I wasn't.
You was cut. You had your profession.
No, but you left to go to college. He's saying you left to go to. You went to the Army. Kevin went to the Army.
Kevin went on. I was just still there.
Postel's already gone.
Postel gone.
But I was like, Luke got his profession. He's a professional hair cutter. Man, I was like, he was good.
I mean, but that wasn't what I want. I mean, that's what I wanted. But at the time, I didn't know what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
Right. But in my mind, I always felt you was good because I was like, this nigga, he can cut hair. Yeah. He's good. Yeah, he's good. And you had At the beginning, you got your own shop, didn't you?
On down the road, but
yeah.
Then, I was still working over there in Red Oak.
I was just a businessman. I was envious of Chris. I was like, he got his own business. He got his own shop. Cause you opened your own shop at first, right?
On down the line.
He was off Red Oak.
I was at Red Oak for a while.
By Ulysses and all that, right?
And I was just like, man, I used to tell people like, my homeboy got his own barber shop. Yeah,
I was over there in Red Oak working with me and Dexter was working together.
Yeah.
And then we worked at Red Oak, and then so on. And then once I left there, then I opened up my shop.
Yeah.
But in the beginning,
I used to brag on you. That's like my homeboy got his own barber shop.
They got that Red Oak. That shit there. When I tell you some shit, that's a whole nother episode and some stories and whatever else.
But it was always fun when it came there because like niggas were coming there all the time like what y'all want to. Hey, motherfuckers be selling shit all the time.
That's how I got my motherfucking Red Oak pass. Cause you couldn't go down the Red Oak project without having a pass.
No,
because it was only one way in and one way out. And if you didn't know nobody,
you done. You done. Yeah,
it was gonna be one of those goddamn nights for you.
You gonna be like, we gonna get you or we gonna get us. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But that's when once we graduated and moved on, that's when I met. Now I ain't gonna say when I met, but that's when Thomas Crumpton started coming to the motherfucking shop. And if you don't know who that is,
that's a gangster name, Thomas Crumpton,
AKA Bud. I never forget, man. Me, Bud, and goddamn Dexter. We was at BW3.
The Greenbrier. Because you the one put me on that.
That goddamn BW3 was the shit.
Yeah, me and Kevin still talking about that BW3 at Greenbrier.
With the drumstick special?
What you talking about?
What you talking about, nigga? What you talking? Yeah.
Me and Kevin one night did karaoke.
That's what it was there. It was karaoke. Yeah, that's what it was.
I said, man, I'm not finna motherfucking sing. He said, I done signed you. I said, you motherfucker.
You should be able to get 5 drumsticks for like $3, nigga. Like
that BW3 was the shit. I remember many times driving home and don't remember how I got there.
Oh, but that's a lot of nights for me.
Leaving BW3. That goddamn BW3 was the shit though. Cause I had a y'all don't know about this shit here. I had a fight at the 50-yard line.
The one at the corner of Old National Garbage?
Uh-huh. I got into a motherfucking fight at the 50-yard line. So it was me, my brother, Tyreek, and the dude that worked in the shop at the time named Otis. We in there motherfucking eating and shit. It was Martin Luther King's birthday. Mind you.
Wait a minute, y'all fighting on
Hey, man. Hey.
Y'all living the dream.
Y'all living the dream.
Mind you,
I had a dream that these niggas gonna fight tonight.
Before I got there, I hit a deer on Old National.
Oh my God.
I had to shoot the deer with my goddamn 38.
To put out his misery.
Put out his misery. And throw his ass to the side. We go to goddamn 50-yard line. We meet up there. We drank, we ate, and whatever else. We go in the bathroom, come out. Somebody had took the girl's purse and scattered and trying to find shit. So I walk out. Dude said, man, what the fuck going on? I was like, look, bro, I don't know. He said, man, somebody done stole my girl purse or whatever. I said, bro, I don't steal. I got money. So me and him going back and forth talking shit. He like, nigga, fuck you, this and that. I said, nigga, fuck you. So then my brother grabbed me.
That's how it always start. Nigga, fuck you.
My brother grabs me and pulls me to the back like, go on, let that shit go. I like, nigga, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I'm not letting it go.
So as he pulls me to the back and handles the situation, ain't nobody paying attention to the guy that's coming around the goddamn
It's
bar.
always that nigga circling. That nigga circling. He's circling. I'm gonna say he gonna steal somebody. He better steal somebody. He
stole my ass. That son bitch hit me in the head with a Heinz ketchup bottle.
Wait a minute, I thought y'all was outside.
No.
Oh, okay, y'all inside.
Hold on. Glass. Yeah. Sound effects like a motherfucker. So I had on a what you call it, like a body belt. And right. I had my pistol right here.
Mm-hmm.
I went down, and I was looking for the pistol because I didn't go down, but I went down.
Right.
I'm looking for the pistol. I got ketchup all over me, and they couldn't tell whether it was ketchup or blood.
Oh my God.
I'm looking for the pistol.
Brian, hold on 1 second. Stop looking for something.
Because
you gonna fuck up.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for the pistol. They catch the nigga on the backside, so my brother Tyreek and all them beat this nigga down with a motherfucking pool stick. I'm still looking for my motherfucking pistol. Don finds my pistol and gets it. While I'm still looking for shit, so my brother, I had
what, did it fall out or something?
It fell out.
Okay, because it's
like a side holster.
Yeah, but
it's like
you
a
like
side holster. It's up here.
Yeah.
It's up here. Dawn, like, she grabs it. My brother was so fucked up because he couldn't tell what was ketchup and what was blood. Because he split my wig now. So because I had some Fulton County police officers on that. So when they came and they saw who I was, it was one of my clients.
Right.
They're like, well, shit, look, what the fuck going on? I said, man, nigga done hit me, goddamn. I'm fucked up.
Yeah, they got me.
He said, well, we finna go find out about his ass. I'm like, y'all go get his ass, but I'm fucked up. So they was like, well, you want an ambulance? I'm like, nah, my brother gonna take me. We go to, what's the hospital nearby? South Fulton?
South Fulton.
Yeah, it's closed down.
Riverdale?
Right.
Riverdale?
We in South Fulton. Another one
my dad work at.
Another one of my motherfucking homeboy there. We in that motherfucker. I'm getting stitched up. We see the dude that hit me.
Right.
So now we about to fight again.
In the hospital.
Motherfucker got IV poles. We about to get
Let's
go
go.
to work.
Let go.
Police comes and said,
round two.
They said, do you want to goddamn press charges? I said, yeah. They said, all right, we're going to lock him up. They lock him up. I get a phone call. This Dexter calling me. He said, man, what's going on? I heard your name and whatever. I said, yeah, dude hit me and whatever else. He was like, well, we got it.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, we got it.
We got it.
They took care of him. A couple of days later, Bud comes up to goddamn barbershop, Red Oak Barbers.
Right.
You know how Bud talk. Hey, man, you good? I said, Bud, I'm straight, man. Everything good. I mean, it is what it is. He said, well, come on outside. He pops open the trunk. Well, we got that nigga address if you want to go by his house.
What'd you say there?
I looked in the trunk. It was an AK-47.
Like, we finna ride. Like, we gonna ride.
No. I said, Bud, I'm not about that life.
Hey, this is Rick Joyner of The Rick Joyner Experience, and you're listening to Unsolicited Opinions.